The market is about to go crazy and we're all here for it. Welcome back to the Booty Weekly Analysis, where we'll be going through everything you need for this upcoming week. We'll be basically going through SPY, QQQ, as well as the 5 stocks you need to watch for this week. And it's definitely different from all last week. So let's start out here with SPY here. Basically, last week and last 2 weeks, we've been talking about this 586.5 level and this 590 zone. Anything above under this 586.5 area, we said we are going to be bearish. So as you guys can see here as well, we are not only did we break under that long-term trend line here is to the downside as well. So where do we go from here? What are we looking for this upcoming week? So what I'll be watching for is a retest of this 586.5 zone. Any retest of that and rejection means we are going to the downside. And as you guys have known here as well, we have a big gap here to the field on SPY here, all the way to what is that 574.8. The next major zone for SPY here will be that 570. So I would love to see SPY here retesting this 570 zone. So with that, you guys will see that we are looking more at the put side this week versus last few weeks where we went for the call side here. So here's a quick look at QQQ here as well. We talked about 510.3 area as being your pivotal zone. Anything above that, we're looking more for the bullish side. Anything under that, we're looking more for the bearish side here. So we are officially closed under 510.3 zone here. So same thing here with SPY. I want to see this thing kind of a retest, maybe a consolidation for a day or two before we really take, a put position here. I want to see this thing kind of get that pullback, retest this, and then if we get rejected, we look more for the downside. So the next major zone for SPY or QQQ here will be the 496.4 area, 450 area. So that's about another $7-8 move to the downside there. So with that, let's go through the 5 stocks to watch for this week. So I've been having a lot of questions in regard to Nvidia since we took a massive payday on Nvidia to the upside. So now what do we do from here? So Nvidia is back into the basically chop zone right now. So the two things you got to watch for Nvidia now moving forward is anything above 136 is bullish, and then anything under 134.12 area, which is Friday's low here, will be bearish. Anything in between, it's just gonna be chopping. We're not gonna even pay attention to it. So basically, if you're 136, if you're a bull, you better pray that thing gets reclaimed there for more upside wise. We did make a new all-time high here in Nvidia when we took our exit play. So now what I'm actually really looking for is the downside play for Nvidia with QQQ and all of that being pretty bearish turning as of right now. So I'll be watching for Nvidia to see if we can, break and hold under this 134 area. Anything under this 134, we'll see another day or two consolidation, and then I would love to see this thing, make a move back down to 127 and even, that 117, 118 zone down here. But 127 is going to be your first major target for Nvidia there. So second stock of the day will be Pin. So Pin here got big rejection the last couple days here. Same with the rest of the market, but Pin's here 30.87. I want to see that thing. I want to see Pin stay under this area here, 30.687 here. Anything under that, we're looking more for the bearish side and a move back down to this 29.17 and this 28 area here. So that is quite a bit of a big move, even though it looked like small. But for Pin, that's a very big move as well. So next one, ABNB. We went through this last week, and I was looking more for the upside of it, and we did get that push, on Monday to break above this 136 area, but it was very short lived. Market took a turn, and ABNB got rejected. So this is basically could be your liquidity swipe here for the downside. A lot of bulls were getting trapped here, playing that inverse head and shoulder, whatever it may be, inverse head and shoulders, or double bottom there, as well. So we are getting liquidated here. As for the bulls, now I am actually looking for the bearish side of things here now. There's not much support here for ABNB as well, all the way to this 133. 123 and 118, or preferably the 118. 123 here is a minor short term ways. So I want to see this thing, bit of a retest here, as well as a move back down to this all the way here to 118, 123 being your first major zone, but 118 is your upcoming zone here. So the third one, or the or fourth stock here is XLF here. So the financial side is getting a little bit on the bearish side here. We've seen major downturn here on Friday, big red candle here for it as well. We see EMA is crossing, and your major zone 49 on XLF, 49 couldn't hold. So now we're looking more for the bear side. This is a big candle. So after big candles like this, I want to see a little bit of consolidation, maybe on the 4 hour chart as well. So be prepared for this thing to have a dead cat bounce or whatever it is before we take a move back down. So I want to see this thing move and finish filling this gap. I don't know you guys seen this big huge gap here, but we want to see this thing finish and fill this gap all the way to this 46.5 area here on XLF. So if you look at a lot of the other financial stocks, it'll be very similar as well, but I want to see this 46.5 area. So the last stock is Meta. This is one that we took a big profit, 100% gain here on the upside. We do have a fourth of the position left, but I still like this thing for the upside, even though the whole market looks like shit. But Meta here is still holding very, very strong on Friday, when the whole market basically crashed, or I wouldn't say crashed, but dumped. A big red day. We had a big green day on Meta still. So I'm still looking for this zone here, this green zone here to hold. As long as this 600 zone holds, we're looking more for more upside here. 619.5 is your short-term pivotal zone. In order for us to make a new all-time high here, we do need to hold above that 619.5. I am not looking for a downside play on Meta. So we already went through all the Meta all the stocks that I'm looking for the downside, but Meta is not going to be one. This is for an upside play. So be careful, this coming week. There's a lot of setups that are looking better for the downside than the upside. So if you're a hard fan of the bull side, be very careful. Sit out if you need to. But this week I'll be looking more for the put side of things, unless SPY and QQQ can reclaim those areas that we talked about. So definitely trade less to make more.